Okay, so here there was a question, but I want to actually answer a couple of questions first. So in this case, you can see that what's different is that we're not actually given 3x on the same side as y. Okay, Son, you want to put away the phone? So the very first thing that we actually want to do is we want to go ahead and actually add 5 on both sides. So what's interesting again is that the constant is actually this time on the same side as the y. We want to actually move the 5 on the same side as the 3x. Okay, so a second question that might come up is, well, here there's a negative in front of the y. So Joshua, you probably want to pay attention, is that there is a negative in front of the y. So what do we do? Does anyone remember? What do we do?
You divide by 1, negative 1.
Right, so you can either divide or multiply by negative 1. And what this does is it gets rid of the negative on the y side, but it also makes the equation still equal. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide by negative 1 on both sides. And this is going to equal y is equal to negative 3x minus 5. Okay? Joshua, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So now the question is, what is the slope if there's no second number, right? So in this case, what is the second number if there is no slope? Well, if you remember, if there is no number underneath, under any number is technically being divided by 1, right? Is technically being divided by 1. The reason we don't normally write this is because that information is not really useful for us. So it's just easier to write negative 3, right? But in this case, it is very useful for us because we know that it is rise over run. So in this case, for this slope where it's negative 3, then this would be down 3, and it would be 1 to the right. Okay? Our y-intercept would equal negative 5. And so we would say our y-intercept is at 0, negative 5.